This giant cucumber looks like a win, but it's not. Now you might look at a cucumber like this and think you've done everything right. You can't wait to harvest it and show it off. But it's actually the bad cucumber that ruins the whole plant. Now the goal isn't the biggest cucumber. The goal is the best cucumber. Now what you don't realize is that this cucumber can set off problems throughout the entire plant. In this video, I'll show you exactly how this happens, why it affects the entire plant, and what to do before it ruins your harvest. The first reason why one bad cucumber can ruin the entire plant is because the cucumber is sending the plant a message, and it's not a good one. So here's what happens. You find a cucumber like this hiding under the leaves and think, wow, look at the size of that thing. You leave it on another day, maybe two, because bigger should be better, right? But not with cucumbers. In fact, this giant cucumber may just be the exact reason why you're getting fewer cucumbers a few weeks from now. And let me show you why. Once I harvest it and cut it open, you can see how many seeds there are. So much of the cucumber is taken up by that seedy center. And this is exactly where things start going wrong. The plant has a completely different goal than you do. Your goal is fresh cucumbers and salads, refrigerator pickles, grabbing a cucumber off the vine for lunch, and having so many cucumbers on the counter that you're looking for ways to use them up. But the plant's goal is trying to make seeds so it can reproduce and make more cucumber plants. And once those seeds reach this stage, here's where the big cucumber sends the plant the message. Mission accomplished. I made seeds. I did my job. So the problem is that the plant starts believing it. And then it doesn't push as hard to keep making new flowers and new cucumbers. That's why one giant cucumber can end up hurting the cucumbers that would have come after it. The tricky part is nothing looks wrong to you at first. The plant still looks healthy and it's green and growing. Nothing is screaming out, hey, you've got a problem over here. But a little bit later, you're seeing fewer flowers, fewer baby cucumbers, and fewer cucumbers heading towards your harvest basket. So here's the fix. Harvest early and harvest often. The more often you harvest cucumbers, the more often the plant gets the message to keep producing. For most slicing cucumbers, that means harvesting around 6 to 8 inches long, depending on the variety. Don't wait until they're giant and hiding under the leaves. Pick them when they're still crisp, young, tender, and delicious before the seeds fully mature. Every time you harvest a cucumber before the seeds fully mature, you're telling the plant, keep going, make more flowers, make more cucumbers. And that's how you keep the plant focused on making more cucumbers, more harvest, and more of those fresh cucumbers in your kitchen all summer long. Now, what this giant cucumber starts doing next is where even more damage happens. That mission accomplished message is only part of the problem. This giant cucumber is actually becoming a resource hog. The bigger it gets, the more water, nutrients, and sugars the plant keeps pouring into it. And there's only so much of that to go around. Every day, this cucumber stays on the plant, keeps demanding more and more resources that could have been going somewhere else in the plant. They're all competing with this giant cucumber for the same resources. That's why you can have baby cucumbers that suddenly yellow and drop off, or flowers that never seem to turn into cucumbers, or a plant that was producing like crazy a couple of weeks ago, and now it just isn't keeping up the same pace. It's so frustrating. Meanwhile, this one cucumber is still sitting here demanding more and more from the plant. So here's what you do. The next time you find one of these giant cucumbers hiding under the leaves, don't admire it for a few more days and keep thinking bigger is better. Get it off the plant. The sooner it's gone, the sooner the plant can start sending those water, nutrients, sugar, and other resources back into the flowers, the baby cucumbers, and they'll start fruiting again the way it should be. That's how you get the plant working on your next harvest instead of pouring everything into this one giant cucumber. If you want to get more cucumbers planted this summer to keep the harvest coming in, check out my new Power Producer Seed Bundle. I put it together with some of my fastest growing summer crops like cucumbers, beans, and squash. And right now it's 50% off with the code POWER50 at CaliKimGardeningHome.com. Thanks a lot. Now, so far we've talked about what this one bad cucumber is doing to the plant. Now let's talk about what it's doing to the cucumber itself. Because after all that waiting, this is the most frustrating part. You find this giant cucumber hiding under the leaves and think you've got something really special. Then you bring it inside, cut it open, and realize that the cucumber you were most excited about may not actually be nearly as good as you thought. Instead of that crisp, fresh cucumber you were hoping for, now you've got huge seeds, a giant seed cavity, and sometimes a cucumber that's tough, watery, or even bitter. After all that waiting to harvest it, that's pretty disappointing. And I get it, I've been there. Before you toss it, don't give up on it yet. You may be able to salvage a lot more than you think. The first thing I do is cut it open and scoop out that seedy center. And you might still have plenty of good cucumber left here. Give it a taste. If it's bitter, cut an inch or two off each end and taste the middle section. That bitterness comes from compounds called cucurbitacins. Say that 10 times. And the older a cucumber gets, the more bitter it can be. But a lot of times the bitterness is concentrated near the ends, and the middle tastes much, much better. Now, if it's still not your favorite for fresh eating, just try using it a different way. Blend it into smoothies, which is one of my favorites, or slice it up for cucumber water on a hot day, shred it into a dip. Don't let it go to waste. You can often save a lot more of that cucumber than you actually think. But the next time around, don't wait this long. Harvest when they're smaller, more tender, and at their best. That's how you get those crisp, refreshing cucumbers that taste amazing on a hot summer day. So remember, the goal here isn't the biggest cucumber. The goal is the best cucumber. Now it's your turn. Share in the comments the biggest cucumber you've ever found hiding under the leaves. And be honest with me, did you pick it right away? Or did you leave it there another few days to admire it and it just kept getting bigger? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time in the garden.